Okay, someone asked me to do a video. They're working through beginning with New Testament Greek, and they wanted some help when they get to chapter 5 on translating verbs. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work through a couple of the exercises that we have here, and I will share my screen here, hopefully, in just a second. And the first exercise that they have us working through on the translation is Mark 8:24. So I will open up a Greek New Testament to Mark 8:24, and I'll get my screen shared with you. Okay, so the relevant portion in Mark 8:24 was blepo tous anthropous. I'm using the Erastian pronunciation because that's the most common. But blepo, you'll see you have a first person indicative verb and the present active. And so that's going to normally be translated something like I see. And mercifully, the word order is identical in English. You have here a accusative, accusative plural noun. So it's going to be, that's going to receive the action. So I see the men. That's how you would translate your first exercise in the 5th chapter of beginning with New Testament Greek. Then we'll look at John 18:24. I'll pull this up for you. John 18:24. John 18:28. I'm sorry, John 18:28. And the relevant portion here, you don't have the entire verse in the book, but I'll just, because you don't know, if you're just in chapter 5, you don't know the word un yet. But what you have here is agusen, and that's going to be a third person plural, present active indicative. So you're going to translate that normally something like they lead. And if you're doing it literally, therefore, the Jesus is the literal way, but the you're not going to translate ton in a smooth translation because it's unnecessary in English. So it's just Jesus. Okay, they lead, therefore Jesus. Okay, because again, you have an accusative. Jesus is in the accusative. If you ever have any doubt about whether something's in the nominative or accusative or genitive, your article, as Bill Bounce likes to say, is your friend. So there you go there. I'll run you through one more. John 12. Well, let's take a little harder one. So it has a few more parts. How about Matthew 9:6 from the book? This would be if you're using Merkel and Plummer's beginning with New Testament Greek. This is exercise number 6. Matthew 9:6. We'll pull that up. Okay, Matthew 9:6. So you have Hannah is beginning of the sentence here. Let's see where it starts out in the book. Number 6, Matthew 9:6. It starts at exousion. Okay, exousion. You have exousion. That would be something like authority or power. Has the Son of Man over the earth to forgive sins. Okay, so authority. is going to be in the accusative. Now, even though it's at the beginning of the sentence, word order does not determine syntactical meaning in Greek. So, whereas in English, we would put the object of a verb after the verb, Greek can rearrange that order. So you're going to have eke is going to be eke, that is has, he has. That's just a third person present indicative verb. So he has, the Son of Man, or you go, the Son of Man has, the Son of Man has authority upon earth or land. Taste gaze could be the land or the earth, to forgive sins. So pretty straight forward there. If you got any questions about that, let me know. The main thing is you want to, once you, as you're initially just working through translation exercises, once you realize the parsing of your verb, so eke, you're going to have eke, you're going to parse that as a third person singular, and then look for your subject. How do you know what your subject is? Oftentimes your article will give it away, but you've got huios, ha huios, and that's going to be your subject because it's in the nominative. Ha huios to anthropou. Your anthropou is modifying the son here, huios. The Son of Man, that's going to be your subject. The Son of Man has authority, which is your accusing object, upon the earth to forgive. You haven't learned the infinitive yet if you're just in chapter 5, sins, which is again in the accusative. So get your parsing, and then you're going to have to kind of rearrange the words to make it make sense in English. So whereas ha huios to anthropou follows eke, you really need to do, when you translate it, you really need to front load it. The Son of Man has authority. So that's sort of how you'd work through those exercises. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help you any more if I can.